is Paul Lockington, and I'm with Ant Plus, and I'm here today with Bryan O'Rourke, the president of the FitC Council, to discuss some of the things that offer technology advancements and discuss some of the things that both advance technology and create barriers for technology as we see it in the fitness industry. So Bryan, maybe you can talk to us briefly about what we are expecting as an accelerator in the industry.
Well, in general, of course, three things: globalism, advancing technologies in general, and changing consumers. Technology is going to rapidly advance. It is already, like we talked about earlier. The facts are that the future is here today, and consumers are expecting their experiences to be seamless, convenient. They're going to want value, and businesses need to look at technology as an accelerator of delivering value to these customers in the fitness industry, and that is going to create all kinds of new opportunities.
So are we looking at situations where consumers are coming to the fitness industry and saying, I need this particular tool, this particular sensor, this particular type of watch or cell phone, or are we looking at the industry going out and looking at those people and saying, this is what we're going to offer you?
Well, really, it's a little bit of both. I mean, as you know, we talked about earlier the wearable movement, and most of the private equity groups feel that there'll be 500 million items shipped within the next 4 years, and that's a huge marketplace, and people are already buying these wearable devices as it is. And so that demand's there, that kind of paradigm is there. At the same time, it's up to us to innovate around those trends, right? To create these new models and new methods of touching and helping people be well and doing it in new, unique ways. As I mentioned during my presentation, the consumer's increasingly expecting what's called omni-channel interface. It's not just a bricks and mortar, it's not just a wearable, it's a seamless interaction that is a completely convenient experience for the user and helps them achieve what they want.
Thanks for that. It's this symposium here is a gathering of a number of different companies from both wellness and the fitness industry. An awful lot of competitors show up here and sit at the same table and have discussions which advance the understanding and the collaboration of their programs. And this collaboration is something that we found to be fairly unique within the industry. Mm-hmm. I've found it personally to be absent from a lot of the fitness industry. You spoke briefly about the concept of a movement as opposed to simply a buy and sell relationship. Perhaps you could expand on that a little bit.
I think it's a transformational period. As I mentioned during the presentation, this is the new era. The future is not a few years down the road. It is here today. And really what we're talking about is shifting leadership's understanding about what is possible with technologies that are present today. And that's why I termed it a movement. We're talking about a far more consumer-centric situation that can help transform many more people's lives, do things in much more exciting and profound ways, and that's why I think of it as a movement. And the thing I love about the Ant Plus symposium here is that Ant Plus itself is an open platform, and it enables the kind of innovation that's going to be required in this new era, and that's why it's so exciting. This is really the ground zero of the new era. It's right here.
And thanks for that. That's a little ego boost for us.
Well, it's true. It's true.
Amongst the Ant group. Are there ways that you would suggest some concrete ideas on how the people that are here and the people that have absorbed this idea of movement can promote that amongst the rest of the organization, amongst the rest of the marketplace?
Well, doing symposiums like this is a good example of what you need to be doing and what you are doing. The presentations were fantastic. I think what we're starved for is leadership and vision, and that is embracing the future. And that's why the people that are here today and the others, if we continue to provide that level of vision, people are going to embrace it. I think, as I mentioned in the presentation, there's a lot of uncertainty out there because this has changed. And anytime you have radical change, people have fear of what the future represents. We have to reassure them that this future is very bright, that it's going to be a positive thing to adopt these technologies around the consumer and really are going to be very purposeful tools to engage the customer more effectively in ways that weren't possible before.
Thank you. I think that you and I have talked in the past about other opportunities for engaging the fitness industry at conferences and trade shows as well. And this sort of thing, if we can put a few people in a room and have the kind of motivating presentation such as the one you gave us today.
Thank you.
Will move the thing along quite a bit. I am concerned that there are people in leadership positions in a number of companies that do seem to want to own the entire business, and I think that it's going to be a bit of a struggle and a work effort to change those ways.
My view is that is going to be a losing strategy, and that's without not trying to disrespect anyone. And we've seen this in other cases. I think we talked about the Napster revolution and what happened to Sony as a result.
That's right.
We've looked at what Wi-Fi did for mobility. We looked at the recent agreement with GM and Ford to co-develop the transmissions to meet the fuel standards. In today's world of increasing change, we have to move from a scarcity viewpoint to an abundance viewpoint. And competitors that open their technology platforms like Ant Plus, in the end, are going to be far more impactful on the industry overall, and the market as a whole will grow as a result. If we try to approach this from a scarcity perspective of I got to keep mine, we aren't going to be able to reach the promise we could with the alternative.
A group of us working together is greater than the sum of its parts.
I believe that, and that's why I'm appreciative of Dynastream and your personal leadership with FTSE. We have a number of partners that see that. We just got to keep talking about it and spreading the message, and I'm confident that it's just a matter of time.
And I think that FTSE, the FTSE tenet is to encourage some dialogue and encourage those people who are involved and are in leadership roles to
Correct.
Open up and discuss commonalities and collaborate with each other.
Yes, I agree. I think that's essential.